It's your boy who is Hendo, and we back talking sports. Guess I gotta talk about it. I guess I gotta talk about it. So, shout out to my big bro, Two Raw ticket. Everybody been talking about this. Um, so Ryan Clark caught a body on TV today and did any other what Ryan Clark just did today or yesterday. I think it was today or yesterday, one of the two. What he did is what all competent YouTubers would do to these people on TV that debate.
Poor performance and the losses in the Super Bowl, now that Patrick Mahomes is 3-2, hurt his GOAT case when it comes compared to Tom Brady. Clark, thinking and feeling and being a predator, pounced upon the poor talking points and hypocrisy of Shannon.
What's up, Alex?
When you look at the guy who he always caps for and his 4-6 NBA Finals record, when you look at the fact that LeBron has the most finals losses at 33 total losses in the NBA Finals, when you look at that, you got some nerve, bro.
I think Dan, I love your reasoning for it.
See,
Renee, your reasoning is maybe solid. Shannon Sharpe, you should be ashamed of yourself because you've been carrying on a GOAT debate for a man that spent 8 years in the place and never won a championship. And then when he went to team up with his homeboys, the Banana Boat Boys, Dirk Nowitzki shot 1 foot fallaways and put him out of his misery. And then the next year they was getting beat. He was cramping up in San Antonio. And if it wasn't for balls hitting the rim and people kicking the football out to Ray Allen, he lose that one too, and he played terrible. So for you to say that it could be tabled or that he had to do so much to get back into the conversation, you got to choose a side. You got to say you out here caping for the GOAT James all the time, or that GOAT conversation should have been tabled a long time ago as well. Because according to you, getting to the championship, all of those times is supposed to matter. So the fact that Patrick Mahomes has never been sent home before the AFC Championship, that gotta matter. The fact that Patrick Mahomes already has 2 MVPs, that has to matter. 3 Super Bowl MVPs, that has to matter. There could be a ton of his career left where he gets back to this moment. And because he didn't shine every time he got there, a lot like a guy we know, Shannon, that you cape for every single day. The only person you have caped for more than LeBron James is your brother, and your brother actually deserved it. And so for me, it is not tabled. It's a bad night. Absolutely. But it does not erase all the things that Patrick Mahomes has accomplished. It also hasn't erased, and I know I would think Dan would agree with me here, that the first 7 years of Patrick Mahomes starting at a quarterback, that film was so much hotter than what Tom Brady's film was.
So I want y'all to hear exactly what he said, though.
Where he gets back to this moment.
Listen to what Ryan Clark is saying.
Boys, Dirk Nowitzki shot.
Listen to what he's saying.
Record. Read.
I think Dan, I love your reasoning for it. Stephen A, your reasoning is maybe solid. Shannon Sharpe, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because you've been carrying on a GOAT debate for a man that spent 8 years in the place and never won a championship. And then when he went to team up with his homeboys, the Banana Boat Boys, Dirk Nowitzki shot 1 foot fallaways and put him out of.
So Ryan Clark calling him on his BS because on one end, You saying it's gonna take Mahomes is out of the GOAT case right now, and he has to do so much to get back into the GOAT race when you've been caping for a guy who is nowhere near. Shout out to Billy Bob. But you've been caping for a guy, like he said, spent 8 years somewhere and did not win. Then I'll let y'all hear it.
Out of his misery. Stephen A., your reasoning is maybe solid. Shannon Sharpe, you should be ashamed of yourself. Because you've been carrying on a GOAT debate for a man that spent 8 years in the place and never won a championship. And then when he went to team up with his homeboys, the Banana Boat Boys, Dirk Nowitzki shot 1 foot fallaways and put him out of his misery. And then the next year, they was getting beat. He was cramping up in San Antonio.
Tell the truth, Ryan Clark.
Balls hitting the rim and people kicking the football out to Ray Allen. He lose that one too, and he played terrible. So for you to say that it could be tabled or that he had to do so much to get back into the conversation, you got to choose a side. You got to say you out here caping for the GOAT James all the time, or that GOAT conversation should have been tabled a long time ago as well.
Exactly. So which one is it? That should have been tabled a long time ago. It shouldn't have really been a debate. Or you out here capping for LeBron James, bro. It's one or the other. You can't say in one sport, Mahomes is out of the GOAT race or whatever because he lost and he got blew out both times. When LeBron James has 33 finals losses and got swept twice in the finals. Twice, and the gentleman swept, which was the largest deficit in NBA history. He called Shannon Sharpe out on his hypocrisy and showing you his undeniable fandom for LeBron James and not to keep the same energy. I won't say that, Alex. I'm not gonna say that. It has to do when it comes to LeBron James. When it comes to LeBron James, Shannon Sharpe, I've actually watched. Shannon Sharpe actually does know a lot about basketball. If you like actually listen to him, like he actually do know quite a bit about basketball. His thing is when it comes to LeBron, bro, he loses all objectivity and does not keep the same energy. He lets his fandom override his journalism, and you're not supposed to do that. But I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying, I'm not gonna attack nobody that be like, oh man, Shannon Sharpe know what the fuck you talking about. If somebody had watched Shannon Sharpe for the first time and they heard what he said about LeBron and then turn around and heard what he said about Patrick Mahomes, they would say he don't know shit about sports. So I get that. No, he actually did play. He actually played in college. He played basketball in college. He ain't playing the NBA, but he actually played basketball in college for sure. I know that. But I feel you, Alex.
Well, because according to you, getting to the championship, all of those times is supposed to matter.
Exactly.
So the fact that Patrick Mahomes has never been sent home before the AFC championship, that got him.
Exactly. LeBron James was getting knocked out in the first round as well. And that's where they don't keep the same energy. Ryan Clark just said what everybody else be thinking. You can't say this on one end and then turn around. You can't say that, oh, getting to the championship matters this much and this much. And you know what he gonna do. I heard what he said after this. You know what he gonna do. Oh, we have to bring Robert Horry. If it's just about championships, we have to bring Robert Horry. No, it's not just about championships. It's about how he got those championships. Him being the best player on those championships. Him never losing in the finals. Period. Like, it's not just, that's why I say it's so easy to beat LeBron James fans. It's not just about him. It's not just about championships. But what you cannot do is tell me that a guy that is 4-6 in the fucking finals is the GOAT when in no other sports do we celebrate a guy that has lost more or call a guy the greatest of all time that has lost more than he's won. Okay, if Patrick Mahomes instead of 3-2, if Patrick Mahomes was 2-3 in the if Patrick Mahomes was 2-3 in the Super Bowl, no, fuck that. If Tom Brady was 3-7 in Super Bowls, do you think we would be calling him the GOAT, bro? No. Joe Montana would be the GOAT. Joe Montana really is the equivalent of Jordan. It ain't really Tom Brady. Tom Brady is more like Bill Russell. Joe Montana really is like the Jordan, because he 4-0 in the Super Bowl era. In the Super Bowl, he never lost. He never lost. Exactly, Cheyenne. If Tom Brady was 3-7 in the Super Bowl, we would not be talking about that, bro. The reason why Tom Brady is so revered and known as the GOAT and terrorized people like me for years who rooted against him is because he has 7 fucking championships, and because he is the most clutch quarterback in history. Well, I think it's Mahomes, but no, this ain't the right time for that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why you comparing Tom Brady to LeBron James is blasphemous, bro. It's straight blasphemous. When at the highest level, Tom Brady, more so than not, even in like 1 or 2 of the losses, he showed up. In that Philly loss, he balled out. He had 500 plus yards and everything. He did fumble, though. They did have a chance to tie it up, and he did fumble. But you cannot, that's the thing. With Jordan, he never lost, and he never choked in the finals, bro. He never had an 8-point performance. He never had a performance that LeBron had in 2011. Kobe never had a performance like that. You could talk about 2004, but in one of the games, Kobe Bryant hit the shot to send the overtime to win them that game. LeBron didn't even do none of that, bro. He cost Dwayne Wade a Finals MVP. But listen to how he try to flip it.
Not matter. The fact that Patrick Mahomes already has 2 MVPs, that has to matter. 3 Super Bowl MVPs, that has to matter. There could be a ton of his career left where he gets back to this moment. And because he didn't shine every time he got there, a lot like a guy we know, Shannon, that you cape for every single day. The only person you have caped for more than LeBron James is your brother, and your brother actually deserved it. And so for me, it is not tabled. It's a bad night. Absolutely. But it does not erase all the things that Patrick Mahomes has accomplished. It also hasn't erased, and I know I would think Dan would agree with me here, that the first 7 years of Patrick Mahomes starting at a quarterback, that film was so much hotter than what Tom Brady's film was. That film was so much hotter than what any quarterback we have ever seen was. He's the best we've ever seen actually play the position, and that has to count in this conversation. And it better count to you, Shannon, because it's your argument. I gotta let every single time.
He destroyed him, bro. He fucking.
Aside from the fact that he had some inaccuracies there, you know, LeBron actually didn't play poorly in a lot of those finals. I mean, he had some weak moments, but other than the 2011 finals, he played like absolute shit in that one. But in 2012, 13, most of those finals, he played okay as far as his individual play.
2007 and 2011, he was trash. Sorry. He was trash. But 2012, he balled out. 2013, he was pretty good. He actually was pretty good in that finals. 2014, he actually was pretty good in that finals too, but he didn't get it done. He didn't get it done, bro. And that's the whole thing about it. You did not get it. Thank you. Patrick Mahomes is a winner. He's 3-2 in the Super Bowl. He don't have the most Super Bowl losses of all time. LeBron has never. I don't think LeBron has ever had a winning record in the finals. He started off 0-2. Then he won in 2012 and 2013, 2-2. Then you lost in 2014, 2-3. 2015, 2-4. 2016, he won 3-4. 2017, you got blasted 3-5. 2018, That's the only one I give him a pass for. You went 3-6, and then you won in 2020, 4-6. So he's never had a winning record in the finals at no point in his career. Patrick Mahomes at one point was what? He was 1-0, then 1-1, then 2-1, then 3-1. Now he's 3-2. Come on, it's bro. That don't mean he out of the GOAT debate. Patrick Mahomes is 7 fucking years in. 10 years from now, we could be looking at Patrick Mahomes with 6 rings. Everybody will have him in the GOAT debate. Like, come on, bro. Get out of here. Shannon Sharpe
for most of the games. The problem was he had stretches where either the moment was too big or whatever the case may be, he had stretches where he didn't play well. And also he did do some stat padding to augment those numbers. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that he played so historically awful in 2011 is a blemish on his career.
And it's the biggest blemish because you played against Dirk. That is the biggest thing, bro. Like, people don't understand how remarkable
Tax USA to the rescue.
People don't understand how remarkably bad that is when you're on a super team and you're facing a Dirk Nowitzki, who was a top 10 player at that time. I said top 10, 15 player at that time. But is playing with Jason Kidd, over the hill Jason Kidd, who is an NBA legend and top 75 player, playing with Sean Marion, playing with Tyson Chandler, older veterans. Dirk ain't had no super team. They weren't supposed to be able to beat y'all. The Heat should have won 4-1. 4-1, maybe 4-2. That shouldn't have been a close series. You got 3 top, 15 players on your team in their prime, and you lose to a top 10, top 15 player and role players and past all-stars. You let Jason Terry outplay you in a final series. Let's be real, bro. And it wasn't like you was hurt. You checked out mentally, which is the reason why Michael Jordan fans been and Kobe Bryant fans been clamoring this for years. Mental aspect of the game matters a whole bunch. You can't write that. You can't write down having the Mamba mentality or having that MJ, you know what I'm saying, that MJ dog in you. You can't. That's not nothing you can look up in a box score. That was all mental for LeBron James. He wasn't hurt. Go watch that game where he had 8 points. That man was checked the fuck out, bro. Passing here, passing there. He had wide open shots he didn't take. You could say Kobe had terrible finals games, but one thing you can't say about Kobe is that he wilted and he was scared of the moment. He was scared to shoot or scared to be that or scared to take that last shot. Whether he was going to make it or miss it, you never could say that about Kobe. And MJ was damn near flawless in the finals. You could talk about, Kobe had 6. He was 6 for 24 in Game 7. He also led them in points. He led both teams in points and rebounds. But y'all don't mention that, though. He was 23 points, 15 rebounds. He found a way to he found a way to help his team. LeBron James wilted under pressure in 2011 in his fucking prime. And nobody will ever forget that. After that finals, man, you had Kobe, Jordan fans like, what, man, this nigga ain't on a level. Man, get out of here. Everybody knows that Kobe and Jordan was the first GOAT debate that was on social media. If he was on social media at that time, whether it was Facebook, Twitter, whatever, that was the debate. You had I spent many a nights going against MJ fans talking about, and I was a way bigger. Like you couldn't say nothing about Kobe to me during that time when I was 16, 17. Like, wasn't nobody talking about no LeBron, the king without a ring. If you're around my age, you remember they was calling him that, the king without a ring. So the fact that he got destroyed like this from Ryan Clark, basically saying what everybody has been saying for years, bro, you can't have it both ways. You gotta pick a side, bro. Which side you gonna pick? Either it matters winning in the finals, or winning at the highest clip, or it just matter of you getting there? Which one is it, bro? Like, share, subscribe, hit that join button. I appreciate y'all, man. I will be doing the Pistons post game report, and also we'll be doing. I'm gonna have some new content for y'all. Some different stuff. I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna start. If you want me to start doing like hip hop shit on here, hip hop lives, just talking about hip hop. Let me know. Like I said, subscribe to my other channel, Real Hendo. I'm be uploading more NBA stuff on there as we get to the playoffs and stuff like that. I'm gonna be uploading on both channels, so everything gonna be on this channel. Some stuff gonna be on the other channel. I'm gonna start ramping up, doing videos over there. I also do my hip hop shit over there. I'm about to start back on that. Um, Drake review coming. Kendrick. I think if he drops the GNX Deluxe or whatever, that I review that. I review Drake and PND new album. Uh, a lot of different stuff. So like, share, subscribe, man. Hit that join button. I'ma holla at y'all, man. Peace.